Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. This is going to be a short video. We're going to personalize some custom bottles and just really showcase what you can do with these bottles. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and use these overseas paint markers. They're very generic. They come from China, and I'm also going to use Sharpies oil-based markers that I had recently purchased. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and clean the bottle. So we're gonna use alcohol, just wipe down whatever alcohol is on there, making sure the paint really sticks on there. Usually with anything that's nice and smooth, I tend to wipe it down with alcohol. This way either the vinyl or paint will definitely stick on there, so make sure you clean it. So let's go ahead and add some paint on there. As you're gonna see throughout the video, I'm gonna have several clips of different bottles, so the process is fairly the same. I'm gonna go ahead and do the outline of the letter, go back and do a little bit of fill, probably one or two colors. I'll then go ahead and outline the entire thing with black. This way the letters really stand out. From there, I'll go ahead and do somewhat of a background, some sort of outline to the letters, so that it gives it a little bit more of a character. And once that's dry, I'll go back and touch it up with any additional things I gotta do to make it look a little bit nicer. And then I'll just throw a highlight on it. I found out that using a silver is a little bit better highlight than white. I think because it has a little bit better coverage, and if I tend to use white, for example on a red letter, it tends to turn pink. I don't know, I think it's the chemicals reacting to each other, and it doesn't really look as bright and highlight. So I use silver. It tends to work a little bit better and gives it a little bit of a shine to the letters. Okay, so these bottles are stainless steel. They hold 17 ounces of fluid, and you can put cold water or a hot beverage, and they're vacuum sealed, which means it's not going to sweat on you. So if you have something that's warm and it's cold outside, it's not gonna sweat on the outside of the bottle, and vice versa. So these are very durable bottles, and they have a twist off cap. They're reusable, they're BPA free and eco friendly, and like I said before, it's double walled, vacuum insulated, so it'll definitely keep your drinks cool and warm for long periods of time. I do have several colors available, but I tend to find out that the black, which is a matte finish, tends to hold the paint a little bit better, and it feels real nice when you're actually painting on there. So it obviously the colors really stand out against the black, so that tends to be the most popular bottle. So like I said, I do have the other colors, but the black is by far the best bottle to decorate. This particular item is very popular in my store. Obviously it looks real cool with hand painted personalized text on there, but this can also be laser engraved. I do sell these blank, so if you guys are looking to start your own shop, or you have a different type of style of lettering that you do, or these can also be, I've seen a lot of bottles have been pinstriped. They look really nice. So like I said, I do sell these blank. If you want to sell these in your store and save a little bit of money, send me a message and we'll work together price for you. Obviously shipping's gonna determine some of the price there. So I am in California, and these ship from California, so New York might be a little bit more expensive for shipping and stuff like that. So as far as my color choices go, the client usually tells me what colors they're looking for. If they don't, I tend to see the name, if it's a female or a male, and I kind of go off of that. I start off with one color, and then I work around that color. So for example, if it's neon green, if it's a complementary color, it would be red, so then I would use a little bit of red or orange on it, so it'll make it stand out. So that's the way I pick my colors. If you can see, you know, like if I use a purple, I'll probably use like a complementary color, which is green, and that tends to make it stand out. So if you're not really sure, you could always look online to see what works and go from there. The real challenge is really working around the curvature of the bottle itself, because it's not flat. It's a little bit difficult to get the letters the way you want them. But with a little bit of practice, you can definitely, get used to it. By probably the fifth bottle, you probably get used to the curvature of the bottle, and it'll be a little bit easier for you to decorate it. So I would start from the center and work my way out, obviously, so it's a little bit easier, and you don't get paint, on your finger and stuff like that. So, but if you do get paint somewhere else on the bottle that you don't want to, you can take a little bit of alcohol, and while it's still wet, just clean it off. And you can also use alcohol on your fingers if you get a little bit of paint on your fingers. I remember the first time seeing graffiti. It was on my cousin's sketchbook. He had drawn some letters, and I thought they looked really cool. My other cousin was into hip hop, so into making beats and stuff like that. So I naturally, wanted to do something along those lines. And then in junior high, we had an assignment where we had to create our own font. So I decided to make a block font, and from there it just kind of snowballed. And I love text and design and graffiti, calligraphy, anything that's freehand is cool. So yeah, that's kind of like where it started. And then in high school, obviously a little bit older, most of my friends love graffiti as well, so everybody carried around their sketchbook, and we would cross sketch on each other's book to collect different styles, and obviously get motivated to continue doing better and better. So that was kind of the thing growing up in high school, and I thought it was cool. So naturally I like doing that. So it's fun working on these bottles. At first you're kind of like, oh, the paint's not really sticking, or it's not really looking the way I like. But as you continue working on the bottle, putting layers on it, and then putting the other color and the highlight and the black on there, it just really stands out and looks really, really cool. I remember one time in high school as well, the drama teacher had a play going on in Los Angeles with another group of students in a different school, and she had invited me and my friend to do some graffiti on 3 of the walls on the stage, which was real cool. She ended up paying for all the bottles and the spray can, and me and him went there for a weekend and literally decorated the entire 3 walls where they were gonna have the play. So that was very exciting and a cool opportunity for us to get out there and practice our graffiti without actually messing someone else's wall. So that was real cool. Another area that was very motivating for me is I grew up in Santa Ana, California, and there used to be this house that they converted into like a cafe. It used to be called, I think, Coos Cafe, and on the weekends they used to have break dancers. They used to have different artists, musicians, and perform. In the back of the house, they had a giant fence, which was the backyard, and they literally would allow you to take a section of the wall and create your graffiti, which was really cool and very, like, that wasn't anything that we had anywhere else. So a lot of kids would go over there and practice their style, and they were really amazing. Obviously you had to bring your own materials, but at the end it was a really cool event. You had dancers in the front, you had artists in the back, you had people talking and networking and stuff like that. So it was a very cool little place. I'm not really sure what happened to it, but I wish they still had it. So now, as you can see, I'm working on multiple bottles at the same time. So I'll use one color to, let's say, do the first lettering, and then I'll move to the next bottle and do the first lettering on that, and then do the first lettering on the third bottle. By the time I come back to the first bottle, the paint is already dry, so then I'll work on the the outline or anything, any special graphics or a fill-in or something like that. So I try to go and do the same process for each of the bottles, so by the time I get to the first one, it's already dry, and this way it'll allow me to work a little bit better, so I don't have paint on my fingers. The paint is oil based, so it's fairly durable as long as you don't use any harsh chemicals to try to clean the bottle. So obviously if you use acetone or anything, mineral spirits, or really go at it with like alcohol once it's dry, so, I mean, you're gonna start smearing a little bit of the stuff. But if you just use hand soap, hand wash it, and just let it air dry, then you should be good. And these bottles last pretty good amount of time. Obviously if you're using it all the time and it's falling on rocks or concrete, you'll eventually scratch the bottle, but that's normal wear and tear. So the paint markers are about the Sharpie ones are about $3 to $4, and I may replace a color maybe once every 3 months, if that. If it's a very popular color that I use all the time, then every 3 months. But overall, like since you're using a variety of different colors, you won't go through a lot of markers. So if you make the investment and buy a set early on, it'll last you, and it'll eventually pay for itself once you create a couple bottles yourself. So just to let you guys know, I sell these blank as well as personalized. So, and I sell them in bulk. So if you want to paint your own bottles, or want to start a business online and selling these bottles, I definitely have all these bottles for sale for you. So go ahead and check out the description below. And like I said, these can be laser engraved. You can epoxy these, you can pinstripe these. So yeah, it's a pretty cool little bottle. So I enjoy working with these. What do you guys think so far? Are you liking these bottles? Which style do you like? Which color combination do you like? Let me know in the description below. Now, if you're in an area where there's tourists, this is a great business opportunity, because you can buy these in bulk, blank, and then decorate them as people are passing by. For example, if you're in Vegas or if you're near the beach, people would love these because it's something unique. They've never seen it before, and there's potential for you to make a lot of money. So if you're an artist and can decorate these fairly quickly, there's a chance for you to make a lot of money. Unfortunately, the pandemic might hold you back a little bit, but once things open up, it's a great way to make money. So like I said before, I don't put any type of top coating. It's oil based, so I just allow the bottle to dry, and then I'll package it in the bag, put it in the box, and ship it. And I haven't had a problem since then. So as long as you allow it to dry, usually it takes about no more than 20 minutes for it to dry completely before you ship it. So it's a very nice, quick, dryable paint. So it's real nice to work with. It kind of looks glossy and wet, but if you touch it, it's already dry within 20 minutes. So hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you're interested in branded merchandise for your company, we do sell in bulk, or if you're looking for a single item, we sell hand painted gifts. So send me a message, and don't forget to check out my Instagram and TikTok at Designer Ernie. And don't forget to check out my 2 stores at Etsy, the Print Shop Corner and the Wedding Monkey. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks guys.